Good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. I am DDF Racer, and it's currently 3 o'clock in the morning here, local Brisbane time. Well, 3:15 now. Sorry for the slight delay on getting the stream started this morning. I had a few minor technical difficulties with YouTube, but here we are. We're all good. We are at Silverstone. Let me just put that up in the background. We're at Silverstone, home of the SRC Academy race, season 34, race 1. And today I'm going to be driving the Porsche GT3 car in a 90-minute multi-class race, not against the AI. If you're familiar with this channel, you'll know that I tend to race offline, race against the AI. Not today. I'm going to be going up against 39 other real-life human beings, 20 of them in the same Porsche GT3 car, and 20 of them in a normal LMP3 car, which is a faster car.
Air and track temperatures are rising. Air temperatures now.
Yes, that's right, Jimmy. I am in Division 1.
29 Celsius.
Somehow I made it through the sign-up process in the first 2 minutes. But yeah, we've done a few practice laps around here. But they weren't the official session. This is now the official session. Practice began at 3:05 AM. And yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive hello to everybody who is currently watching. Thank you so much for tuning in from around the world, wherever you are. I apologize in advance. Only just woken up, so I'm going to have a little drink of coffee, have a look at the standings, and say hi. How are you guys doing? Where are you from? What time is it where you are? Surely there's no Australians watching right now at 3:15 in the morning. If you are, I commend you for setting the alarm and sticking with it. Yeah, great to have you guys here. Hopefully I'm going to give you guys a good performance today. Practice pace looks good. Consistency looks good. Consistency looks good. There might be a little bit of rain in the race today. The weather report says there could be a little bit of rain. So, let's have a little drink of coffee, and let's head out onto track and have some practice. Let's get familiar with the car. By the way, if you've never had a Vietnamese coffee before, I thoroughly recommend it. Super strong coffee, sweet condensed milk. So tasty. So tasty. Alright then, let's get going, shall we? And again,
The guy ahead has just done a 2:03.66.
I'm sure there's got to be a much more graceful way of doing this. Anyway, let's pause the music. If you are enjoying the music, by the way, the chill intro music, thank you very much, Elias. There is a link in the video description where you can find the full playlist on SoundCloud, if you did enjoy that. Okay. So we head over to the garage. We load our expertly named setup. Let's tank the car. No, that's not me singing in the background, Ed. That's well, that's the band that I used to be in Manchester, but that wasn't me singing. Yes, B. I would like to point out that myself and Ed have worked tirelessly on this setup over the past few days, and the naming convention for the setup, basically, every time I make a change, I add another character to the setup name. So that's why there is 10,000 Bs at the end of the setup. Anyway, in-game overlay is set. Car is set. We have an hour and 16 minutes left in this practice session. Let's go and get familiar with the car again. I've ran a few hundred laps so far in practice, but this is the official server. So we see one of the LMP3 cars waiting for us. Blue light, meaning traffic at the pit exit.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. You've got cold brakes all round. Be careful. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Hey, yes. The reason for medium tyres actually seems to be more consistent. The pace seems to be better. I did all of my setup work on the soft, and then just out of curiosity, right at the end of the practice session, put on the mediums, and it just seemed to be more consistent, seemed to be a much better driving feel. So I'm actually just evaluating that for one last time. I'm going to do a back-to-back stint on a full tank on the mediums and then over to the softs and see what the times are like. And it's always better to start on the mediums, because yeah, the softs might be faster initially, but over the long run, the mediums, I don't know, just personally, just seem to be a lot more stable for some reason. All logic says soft tyres should be faster, but there you go. But no, I do agree with you, yes. Soft tyres should be the way to go, but you just got to go with whatever feels fastest, really.
Alright, Dan, there's a faster class car approaching.
Got an LMP3 coming up behind us on the track. So this is something I haven't practiced so far.
Blue flag.
It's dealing with the traffic.
Guy on your left. You're clear on the left.
The server's been pretty empty.
Right side, clear on the right.
Yeah, the server's been pretty empty through over the last few days. There's not really been that many participants, mostly GT3s. So this whole traffic thing is something I'm going to have to get used to. Don't want to get in the way of anybody. Thank you very much for the subscribe, El Nando. Absolutely love that notification. If you don't get the reference, I'll put a link in the description after the race, but that is an excerpt from the commentary team from the V8 Supercars season. Season finale. At Sydney, I believe it was, 2012. Amazing race. And thank you very much for the subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the content, mate. Looks like we've got another GT3 behind us. Mr. Al Gennaro. We're clear for LMP3s for 30 seconds behind though. So we should be able to get a few decent laps in without having to move out of the way too much. Hopefully we can pull a gap to Al. But yeah, practice session at the moment. All about getting back up to speed again with the car. Becoming familiar. And again, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you so much for tuning in. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. Hoping to put on a good race for you guys and do you proud.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Looks like Al's closing up behind us though. Might have a little bit more pace at the moment.
Sector 2 and 3 are pretty good. Sector 1 is 0.31 off the pace. That lap time was 202.82.
Bit of a wiggle on the rear end then. Okay, so out of the box with a 202.8, not our best lap. But it will do well for a benchmark. It's a good start. Not bad for 3:23 in the morning. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Can't see your name on the screen at the moment, unfortunately. I think the overlay may have glitched out slightly inside the VR headset, but thank you very much for the subscribe, whoever you are. Much appreciated. That notification sound never gets old. Yeah, medium tyres going well so far.
Sector 2 is 2/10.
Your Serenader, thank you for the subscribe, mate. Finally, I think the overlay caught up with itself. Currently 6/10 up on our personal best. Taking a few liberties with the edge of the track there, but didn't get a cut track, so we'll live to fight another day. I know Jimmy Allison, the race director, will be keeping a very close eye on the cut tracks today.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sectors 1 and 3 are looking quick. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 2. That lap was a 2:02.08 P2.
There we go, 8/10 up. All about easing the car in gently, getting into the groove, finding the speed and running some consistent laps. We have an hour and 10 minutes of this practice session left at the moment.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Of course, after practice, we have qualifying, which runs for 15 minutes and sets the order for the start of the race. After qualifying, there's a quick 5-minute warm-up. And then we head into the race. Rolling start, 90 minutes. Ooh, all kinds of wide on that apex there. Completely missed turning into that corner. Having this spotter on the sat-nav would be interesting. I'm sure if you post over on the Crew Chief forums, there may be a way to make it work. There's a lot of very clever people over there. Although, can you imagine that going down the highway? On your left. Still there. He's on your left for about 20 minutes. Good morning / afternoon / evening, Jimmy Pedersen. How are you, mate?
2 is 0.39 off the pace. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3. Your lap time was 2:02.50.
Just coming up to speed on the medium tyres. All about consistency. Currently running a 2-minute 2.
Sector 1 time's okay.
A bit wide through there. Problem with this car is it doesn't like to brake and turn at the same time, and it doesn't like to accelerate and turn at the same time. It's a very kind of neutral car when you're off the throttle, but other than that, it's got quite a lot of understeer. Which is good, I suppose. It's better than when myself and Ed started making the setup a few days ago. The only thing this car wanted to do was spin round on the rear.
The leader's just done a 2:02.00.
You definitely want understeer.
Sector 1 is clear.
If you're going to be racing for 90 minutes, you want a car that's predictable. A car that you can really trust.
Sector 2 time is good.
Currently half a second up. Let's see what kind of time we can get. This should be into the 201s. Currently running the mediums, Ed. Just doing a 1 minute
Your times are
back
good
to
in all
back.
three sectors. That was 201.38.
Just doing a final back to back. Doing a comparison on the mediums to the softs. Bit sloppy through the first corner there.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Hey Thomas, welcome to the stream, mate.
Looks like the leader's gone off. Green flag, sector 1.
Aim of the game today is to survive.
Cars all round. Sector 1 time is good.
You couldn't be more correct there, mate. Of course, this SRC Academy, it's not about being the fastest, although that would be a nice bonus, I guess. It's all about staying out of trouble. But my logic is, if you qualify at the front, you're already ahead of half of the trouble. So, all about putting a good qualifying time in and giving ourselves the best shot of a clean race today. We want to start ahead of all the troublesome people in the middle of the back of the pack. I'm going to try and not kill any other participants, and I'm going to try and not make any mistakes ourselves. As much as I would like to put an exciting race on for you guys today,
You're a tenth off the pace in sector 2.
from a purely selfish personal perspective, the more boring this race is, the happier I'll be. Woo, big slide on the rear there. Yeah, the happier I'll be because it means I'll be staying out of trouble. But yeah, looking at the weather report, there is a slight chance of a thunderstorm in this race. So, that could spice things up nicely.
Okay, Dan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You've just done a 202.74, your quickest overall.
Yeah, very good point, Adam. Penalties will be an absolute race ender. Because drive-throughs, 10-second stop goes, just cost you so much time. And it's very easy to pick up a penalty here. You don't want to cross the line on the pit exit or the pit entry. You don't want to speed in the pits. You don't want to cut the track. You don't want to knock into another person.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Ooh, a bit late there. I think I've got enough of a feel on these medium tyres. Done about 5 or 6 laps now.
Acknowledged, pit stop requested.
Gonna come into the pits. And not only will that practice my pit entry, I'm gonna put on some soft tyres. And now try a back-to-back. See if these mediums and softs are any good. Want to get the right tyres for the race. Throughout all of the practice, the soft tyres, yeah, they don't feel too bad, but they seem to wear out a lot faster. Yeah, I want to try and practice as many things as possible, Thomas. Pit entry, pit exit, pit stops themselves. I know I can go a little bit faster than this, but I don't want to push it too far and end up in the fence. Alright, here we go.
Box in 350 metres.
Could be a little bit more adventurous on the
Box in 5, 4.
on the pit entry there, I think.
2, 1. Box now.
There we go. Let's bring it back to the pits. Put some soft tyres on. Go out and do exactly the same. Might not be the most interesting viewing for you guys, but hey, it's a practice session. What can I say? Well, I hope you are enjoying the stream so far. Thank you very much for joining me at what is 3:30 AM in the morning here, local time in Brisbane, Australia. Actually, before I head out on track, I'm going to have a little bit more coffee. Very good point, Ed. If I speed on pit entry, come into the pits and exit to the garage, does it wipe the penalty?
Pit exit looks clear. Your brakes are cold, be careful. There's a faster class car behind.
Okay, next time I do a pit stop, I'll do a full drive through then. Do a full simulation pit stop. Just letting the LMP3 car go on his lap then. Jonathan Provost. Okay. So we're now on exactly the same setup as when we started our run before, but we're now back on a full tank of fuel. And we're on the soft tyres. So previous lap times were around about the 2-minute 1, 2-minute 2 mark. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on the shift and balance on the car. Oh, got a little bit of a cut track there, don't want to do that too often. I'll be keeping an eye on the shift and balance in the car. See how it handles differently. See how the tyres wear down as well. Everything tells me I should be taking the soft tyres into this race. All the setup work, all the practice work was done on the soft tyres. But, yeah. The car feels more stable, and the times look better on the mediums. Maybe it's just a psychological thing. Oh, a bit too much entry curve there. Anyway, let's give it a go. Soft tyres.
Okay, Dan, there's a faster car approaching.
Got Alberto Zanotti coming up behind us in the LMP3 normal car. We'll let him pass on the straight. He's going for the inside here.
Left side's clear.
Give him the space. Of course, this won't be a representative lap time. We have now lost a second. The last thing I want to do is get caught up in an accident in practice.
Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
Ah! Round it goes, almost. Managed to save the spin.
In Sector 3.
That's not going to do the rear tyres any good, unfortunately. Welcome to the stream, Alterman. Yep, Ed's right, this is Division 1. Got no idea how I ended up in Division 1. Looks like we got 2 seconds to Daniel Cristo behind us in the GT3.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2.
All the best for Division 2, mate. I would say hello to Adam in that race for me, Adam Rainey, but unfortunately I don't think he's able to make it now. He was also signed up for Division 2, but I think he is here in the chat lurking. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's try and get a lap time on the board without any LMP3s dive bombing us into the third corner.
202.78. The leader has just done a 2:00.6. Sector 3 times okay.
Yeah, that's what all this is about, Alterman.
2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
If you can make it through the SRC Academy, you get your racing license and you can go racing in the Virtual Endurance Championship, which, in my opinion, is probably the absolute top level of online sim racing for rFactor 2, especially concerning endurance races. Car feels a bit twitchy on the rear. Might have to dial in a little bit more rear wing. Definitely a lot more nervous compared to the medium tyres.
Sector 2 is...
Good luck in practice, Ultiman. All the best for the race, mate. See you shortly, Ed. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Yeah, soft tyres don't feel particularly good.
Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.31 off the pace. Your last lap time was a 2:02.03.
You need to try and break into the 2-minute flats or 2-minute ones on these soft tyres. Otherwise it's mediums all the way. Bouncing off the rev limiter on the exit of the corner there. We are keeping a nice little gap to Daniel behind us. Don't want to have him in the mirrors too much. And thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in, by the way. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, great to have you here. There we go, that corner was better. Don't want to run it too wide on the apex. Very easy to pick up a cut track warning here at Silverstone if you run too wide on some of these corners. There we go. That was better. Got the exit onto the straight.
Green flag sector 3.
Closing the time down in the relative. We're only about a 10th down at the moment. That was way too wide. Lost a little bit of time. Yeah, I know I can do a little bit better than this. Just can't quite get the lap connected up.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace. That last lap was at 2:01.72. Clear right.
Got a fellow GT3 car coming out the pits there, Mike McGregor. Hopefully he doesn't start to hassle us too much, as we're on a hot lap.
Sector 1 is clear. I think P2's binned it. Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace.
Looks like there's a few fast people in this session now. We are in position 3 on the leaderboard, although we haven't really done a fast run yet. A qualifying run with low fuel and fresh tyres. All about the high fuel at the moment. Yeah, it's all subjective, Jimmy. It's a strange one. Everything tells me the soft tyres should be better, but I don't know, the mediums just feel nicer to drive. There we go, that was better that time. Much closer to the apex.
Looks like P2's off. Green flag sector 1.
Still can't beat our best time on the mediums though. We're about a quarter of a second down.
Car exiting the pits, heads up. Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 time is fast. Yellow flag sector 2. I think P4's gone off. P3.
Sounds like there's a lot of people having offs and spins. Not sure whether that's just Mr. Spotter getting confused, or whether people are just actually spinning. I'm sure we'll find out when it gets to race time. I think I might try a couple more laps on this heavy fuel load.
Sector 1 is 0.32 off the pace.
Astounded Catfish, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for your kind words. I can guarantee you...
Sector 2 is clear. I think P5 has gone off.
Whether or whether not I get this license, I'll definitely be doing more streams, so you don't have to worry about that, mate. Although it would be nice to do some VEC stuff. There we go, that was nice. The race is 90 minutes. And begins at 5 AM Brisbane time. 8 PM UK time, I believe. That is not how you get the speed through cops, through Stowe even. By rear wheel drifting it round the corner. And it's not how you save the tyres either. Although it didn't seem to cost us too much. We're still about a quarter of a second down on our best time. I mean, that's good for consistency.
Sector 1 and 3 are a second off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. That was a 201.69 P4.
Okay, I'm going to try one more lap. See if I can beat my time. Yeah, it's going to be difficult with the fuel on this one. I'm going to tank it up at the start of the race and see how far I can get. Could be safety cars.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Well, I want to say safety cars. Virtual safety cars in the form of a code 80, where everyone has to... they've got 10 seconds to slow down. And, yeah, put the pit limiter on, basically. Virtual safety car. So that's going to factor into the race. Could potentially be a thunderstorm in the race as well. Slight chance of rain. Nope, 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 nope.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
And that's our first spin. Hopefully our last spin of the day as well. Just very conscious of rejoining onto the track.
Green flag sector 2.
Don't want to get in someone else's way. But yeah, definitely struggling with the rear end on the soft tyres. So we've got a GT3 coming up behind us. We'll use this opportunity to do some more pit stop practice.
Okay, pit stop requested.
We'll give this guy the position on the straight. Yeah, it's all about the strategy in the race.
Oh, on your right. Clear on the right.
All about the strategy in the race. That's why you got to tank the car and hope for the best.
Pit crew is ready. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Not today, Mr. Spotter. I will exit to the garage, but I'm just going to do some practice on the pit entry and pit exit. Just make sure I did get the entry right, because you don't find out if you get a penalty
Exit's clear.
until you leave the pits.
Your brake temps are good.
But yep, no penalty. Excellent. Alrighty, so we got 45 minutes in this session left. What can we do? The rear of the car feels a bit nervous. Now I know that Ed suggested in the chat earlier that if I'm struggling, I should raise the front spring before raising the rear wing, but unfortunately our front springs are all maxed out at 5. So up it goes. I'm going to take some fuel out. No, I'm going to do another long stint. I don't want to change too many things in the setup. I want to be familiar. So if I go changing the wing and then take the fuel out, of course it's going to feel better to drive, you know?
The pit exit's clear.
I want to do a nice back-to-back comparison.
Your brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
And then once I'm
Sector 1 is yellow.
liking this setup,
Green flag Sector 1. It looks like Sanchez has stacked it.
once I'm liking this setup, then I can take the fuel out and get some practice. We're currently P5 on the leaderboard. I'm sure some people have tried some qualifying runs and tried a fast time so far. If you do want to check out the live timing for this race, by the way, I put a link in the video description where you can actually go and check out the live timing. Shows you the positions of everybody on the track, and shows you the sector times, the fastest times, the lap times. Pretty useful tool if you've got a second screen even. Welcome back, Ed. Just going out and trying another run on the soft tyres. I did take your advice and tried to pop up the front spring some more, but I'm already running a maximum spring at the front, so that's not an option unfortunately, so I've put the rear wing up 1 click, see if that makes any difference. Just want to bring that rear end under control. Don't we all?
Sector 2 is clear. Looks like P2's gone off.
Got 4 seconds to the LMP3 behind us.
Sector 3 is clear.
Rear springs are already at minimum as well. You can see on the relative that Mossa Ben Anmar is behind us. There he goes, into the pits. Did that for nothing. Anyway, here he goes. Soft tyres. Full tank of fuel. Up 1 click on the rear wing. Let's see how this handles. Clear track in front, clear track behind. Ooh, just dipped the tyre onto the outside of turn 1 then. Started to pull the car wide. That could have been a horrible moment. Running wide out of turn 3. Just dipped the wheel on the outside again. Problem with the outside curb there is it just drags the car into the grass.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Car definitely seems a lot more prone to understeer now, which is kind of what you'd expect with the click up on the rear wing, but it also feels a lot more stable. Absolute limits of the track. Any more than that, and that would have been a warning from the steward. As long as you keep 2 of your wheels on the curbs around that corner, you're fine. And you can feel the vibrations through the wheel. So it's quite easy to tell when you have run too wide.
Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
You stop feeling the vibrations in the wheel. And sadly, if you do feel that, there's not much you can do about it. It's already too late. You'll get a penalty.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Okay, so this definitely feels a lot better to drive. And judging by the pace, it's pretty much identical to our fastest time from before.
Off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. That lap was a 2:01.42.
Bit too much inside curb there, unfortunately. It's going to cost us time all the way down the Hanger Straight. Actually, no, this isn't the Hanger Straight. What straight's this? I can't remember the name.
Sector 1 is 0.9.
Wellington Straight, that's the one. Through Luffield, wait for the car to bite, and then floor it. I'm going to try and straight line it as much as possible. We are a 10th up on our best time so far, with 40 minutes of the session remaining. Wow, this practice is going very quick. It's going to be time for qualifying before we know it, so I think after we've done about 4 or 5 laps on this set of tyres, we'll come in, take the fuel out, and do some quali practice. Car is feeling a lot better to drive on the rear now though. And you are correct, Thomas, about the fuel calculations. Gonna need about 175 litres for the race. And welcome to the chat, David Finney, who is actually my dad. Hi, Dad. Hey, everyone. Big shout out in chat for my dad. There's a video on my channel from a few weeks ago where we tried to beat each other's times at the Nordschleife in a Nissan GT3. If you haven't seen that video, thoroughly recommend you go and check it out. That was a heap of fun.
Off the pace. That lap time was 2:01.26.
We set our fastest lap of the practice so far. That's more like it.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like P6 has gone off.
So now up to a 2:01.2. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is the setup for the race. Maybe the medium tyres. Maybe it was all psychological with the medium tyres. Best way to do it is a back-to-back stint, and the soft tyres seem to be winning so far.
Sector 3 is clear. Looks like P6 has binned it. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
Thanks for the advice, Ed. I think I'm just pushing a little bit too much, you know. Don't necessarily think it's a problem with the car. The setup feels really good. I think it's just me. It's more of a me thing than a car thing. Yeah, the rear is definitely behaving. I don't want to touch too much. Seems to be driving well now.
P4. Sector 3 is 1.1 off the pace.
One more lap and then quali time.
Sector 1 is clear.
Well, quali practice time at least anyway. Take some fuel out. Let's see if we can set some fast laps. Trying to light apex there. Get some more speed down the straight. Obviously running a higher wing, our top speed is going to be a little bit down compared to the other cars, so we need to try and maximise every single corner. That's where our speed is.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Front left tyre is going to take a lot of punishment around this track. You can see on the overlay on the top right of the screen, the temperatures in that tyre are starting to creep up a little bit, and the wear is a lot more than the other tyres, so got to keep an eye on that during the race. We're only a tenth off our fastest though, which is good, considering we've done a few laps on these tyres already. Take a nice bit of curb on the entry there. Loses us 3/10 though. Hopefully we can nail the last few corners and make up a little bit more time.
Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace.
Car was pushing towards the exit there. Have to have a little confidence lift. Didn't want to run wide. And through the final few corners, we're half a second down, unfortunately. That's kind of to be expected with the tyre model here in rFactor 2. Your best pace is on the first few laps.
1.72.
After that, the tyres kind of plateau. It doesn't matter how much the fuel comes down, you're never really going to have the same grip again. So your best chance is really to come out of the pits and nail a hot lap. Woo! Bit too much curb on the inside, unsettles the rear of the car. We are neck and neck with our best time at the moment.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Try braking a little bit early for Brooklands there. Help turn the car in. Didn't get the bite through the apex there, and that's cost us a couple of tenths again. We've got 33 minutes left in this session. The very final chance for practice. Way too wide. Car just didn't want to bite at all then. Seems like as the tyres start to wear down a bit, the front grip is going, which makes me want to take out the rear wing again.
8 seconds off the pace.
So is it worth living with the instability at the start of the stint without the wing, and then it comes good later in the stint, or do you go for that early stint grip and live with the understeer later on? I think probably living with understeer is better than living with oversteer, in my opinion. Best time was set on the soft tyres.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Your lap time was at 2:02.36.
Okay, let's really concentrate for this lap. I'm not going to be checking the chat.
There's a faster car approaching.
So we've got an LMP3 right behind us. He'll get us on the straight though. Hopefully. Lift off the throttle a bit, given the place.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. On your left, you are clear on the left.
You seemed a bit hesitant to get past me, old Felix. I thought he would have breezed past then. A little bit of a lift on the throttle on the straight. He seemed not too keen to take the inside line, which cost us that lap, unfortunately. But yeah, I think soft tyres with wing is the way to go.
Okay, pit stop requested.
So I'm going to bring the car back into the pits, do another practice pit entry, take some fuel out the car, and see if we can start to set some faster times with half an hour to go in this practice session. If you're enjoying the stream so far, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up on the stream. And
Pit crew's ready.
yeah, I can see your chat in the VR headset, so don't be afraid to say hi. I'll do my best to respond to as many messages as I can without getting distracted throughout the course of the session. And of course, if you want to see the second part of this series, because there will be another race in a week's time, driving the other car, the LMP3. Obviously this is the GT3, the slower of the two cars in today's race. But I will be driving the LMP3 next time out. So subscribe and press the notification if you want to see that. Anyway, we're back in the pits. I'm going to take this opportunity to have some more coffee. There we go. Much needed coffee. 4:05 AM local Brisbane time. Joey MVK, thank you very much for the good wishes, mate. Hoping to do you proud. Hoping to do everybody proud. Everyone who has tuned in, wherever you are, whatever time it is very much appreciated. Anyway, let's go and see if we can set some fast times. Fuel is out. Soft tyres. Here we go.
Disengage limiter. Pit exit's clear. Push.
I think my absolute best time so far is a 1:58.7. Obviously that was after several hot lap attempts on a really empty fuel tank. No more than one lap's worth in there. And lots of practice. But if I can get into the 1-minute 59s, maybe low 59s like a 59.2, 59.3, that will be nice. I'll be very happy with that. Of course, it's not about the speed. This SRC race, you don't have to win to get your license. But the higher up you start in the field, the less likely you are to be caught up in an accident in someone else's mess. The last thing I want to do is be starting near the back of the pack. Just want a nice, simple, nice, easy race. It's not much to ask for, really. Ooh, a bit too much entry there. Car just gripped a lot more than I thought it would. A very unintentional cut track, unfortunately. Hopefully Jimmy's not counting in the practice session, because I think we're now up to 3. So we got a little bit of traffic ahead of us. Hopefully these guys don't get in the way. We've got a few seconds to spare though. Ah, so the game keeps track of the penalties, not yourself, Jimmy. Good to know.
P5.
I was going to say you'd have a very busy race otherwise. Don't know how you keep up, mate. And immediately, I just feel so much more grip in the car. So we're half a second up on our best time already. Wowza. That's what low fuel and fresh new soft tyres does for you.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
A bit of a push, bit of an understeer going through Luffield there. There's an LMP3, but he's 7 seconds behind us. Roman Jakubovic. Should be safe on this lap. Shouldn't have to worry about the traffic. So we're now a second up on our best time. Slide the rear into there nicely.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
We are closing up very quickly on the cars ahead. Hopefully they don't battle too much and slow themselves down.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
We can finish this lap cleanly. Car feels great to drive. This is definitely the setup for the race. I'm going to mentally commit to whatever the car is now.
That's your fastest lap. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.39 off the pace. You've just done a 1:59.67. Right side's clear.
That was very nice of Simone there, giving me the position. As we go into the 1 minute 59.666.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Yeah, that's not a good omen for the race. I need to I need to go faster than that time. I can't leave that as my fastest lap. But now immediately on the soft tyres and low fuel, straight into the 59s. I know I can go much faster than that. I want to say much faster, a few tenths. Let's not exaggerate. Let's be modest here, guys. Ooh. Ooh, code brown. Code brown. Do not touch the grass on the inside. Pro tip.
Okay, Dan. You've used half your fuel. Pass the car behind.
Ah. Too wide. And there's Roman in the LMP3. It's going to blend out of it.
2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Give him the position.
On your right side's clear.
Could see him flashing the lights and the mirrors behind us there. Very keen to get past. He must be on a fast lap.
Sector 2 is clear.
Oh, thanks, Ed. Thanks for the setup info, mate. I'll check that out in a minute. If you want...
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9.
Feel free to join me on TeamSpeak, mate.
3 seconds
if you're feeling up for it.
Lap was a 2:01.42.
Butchered that corner. Quarter of a second down. 2 laps of fuel left.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is yellow. V3 has gone off.
Way too much curb on the inside. Gonna have to abort this lap, I think. We're now a second down. Oh, of course you can't be on the server. It's an official session. I'll check out that Discord link in a second, mate. Looks like Marcus ahead of us, getting a bit wide on the grass there in the yellow Porsche GT3 car. We have the speed coming onto the straight. He's going to pull to the left and give us the position.
Car on your left side. Left side's clear.
Thank you very much for the subscribe, Natpong.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Thank you very much for the subscribe. Oh! That's what you get for reading chat. It's going wide on the corner exit. Oh, that notification never gets old. Thank you for your support.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace. That was a 201.68 P3. We're running on fumes, mate. Box this lap, please, Dan.
Hey, Marius! Welcome to the stream, mate. Got 1 lap of fuel left in the car.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Gonna see if I can get anywhere close to my fastest time, and then come into the pits and maybe make a few changes to the car. We're about 2/10 down at the moment, so it's not entirely impossible. Oh no, someone's taken out the... Someone's taken out the 100-meter board. Oh, that's going to be interesting, because I use that as a braking reference point. Don't be afraid, Marius.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Ed's a really nice guy, honest. But yeah, someone taken out the 100 meter, which kind of threw me for that corner entry, and round she goes. Might have to adjust that. Might have to get some new braking references, because to be honest with you, I got a feeling people are going to be taking out these bollards in the race. And if that's going to throw me, maybe I need to, yeah, have a look around the track. Hey, Leonard. Welcome to the stream, mate. Oh, that notification never gets old. Thank you very much for the subscribe, Marius. Great to have you here, mate. Promise you I'll blink for you one day. If I win the race, I'll blink. How does that sound? Alrighty. Setup tips. Let's have a look. I haven't actually got my Discord open at the moment. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm just going to check my phone, because apparently Ed Trevelyan Johnson, who is here with us in the chat, has sent me some setup tips. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if I should be sharing this information. It's confidential setup information, of course, guys. Never mind the fact you can see all my settings on the screen right now. That's beside the point. Let me have a look. Okay. Let's give it a quick whirl. Let's give it a quick whirl. There's a few nice pointers here. Alrighty. See? Look, Marius. Blinking. I do blink, mate. Just so you know. Just so you say I don't blink. There you go. You've witnessed it firsthand. Alrighty. Let me have a look. Okay, on soft tyres, just over 5 laps of fuel. I'm going to try 2 fast laps. As per Leonard.
Traffic behind.
Got a couple of LMP3s behind.
Green flag, sector 2. Blue flag. The leader has just done a 158.40.
Let's give them the positions, don't want to ruin their hot laps. We've got some LMP3s behind us, but they're about 10 seconds back on the track. Okay, it's getting down to it. We got 16 minutes left in this practice session.
We've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm actually getting quite nervous now. For those of you who don't know, this is actually my first ever online rFactor 2 race.
Sector 2 is clear.
First ever online rFactor 2 race, and it's in the SRC. So, yeah, be interested to see how I go. I'm very used to racing AIs. Now, it's not to say I haven't done online racing before. Way back in the day, I used to drive rFactor a lot, the original rFactor, and I was a regular on the public servers for the Renault Meganes. I distinctly remember my best race. It was at Barcelona. I can't remember the name of the guy.
Okay, now 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
But it was a half-hour race, and it was a battle for 5th, which didn't sound that interesting. But this guy was like exactly my pace. Incredible fight. I remember that to this day, about 10 years ago. Anyway, concentration time. Gonna be quiet for a few laps, get my head down. See if I can set some good times. Bit of a wide entry there. Maximise the speed on the straight.
We think Baz has spun off. Green flag sector 1.
Thank you very much for tuning in so far if you are here watching the stream, or if you're watching this back after the fact on the recorded replay. Great to have you here. Bit wiggly on the rear there. It's not going to do the tyres any good. Too wide. That's going to cost us all that speed down the straight. Whew. We're only a 10th down.
2 is 0.45 off the pace.
We're only a 10th down, which isn't too bad, but I feel like I could do so much better. It feels like the pace is there in the car.
Bad look down. This lap's been invalidated.
Ah!
Shows track limits.
Too wide. Ah, just on the exit of Stowe Corner. We got Wouter Bosch. I can't pronounce that name.
GT3.
We got Walter in the Porsche GT3 ahead of us. Hopefully he doesn't get in the way too much. Quick question for anyone in the chat who knows.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Is the SRC running a private qualifying session? As in, will there be other tracks on... other tracks?
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Other cars on track during qualifying? Will I have to battle with traffic to try and get a fast lap in? Or is it going to be track to myself? Yeah, that didn't work out too well, those laps. Messed up the first one, got a little bit of traffic on the second.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Gonna use this opportunity to come into the pits. Try a practice pit stop.
Green flag, sector 2. There's a faster car approaching.
Alright. You are clear on the right.
Go around the outside of Simone there. Got an LMP3 coming up behind us.
Ready.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. You're clear on the left.
Tried to brake before the apex there, but that didn't work.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Ooh. Have to keep an eye on that during the race.
Sector 1 is clear.
Simone, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, very early on the pit limiters. Have to keep an eye and not go into the back of him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Don't want to pop it into reverse.
Evening, morning.
Good morning, everybody. Say hello to Mr. Ed Trevelyan Johnson, who's joined me on the TeamSpeak server. Hey Ed, how you doing, mate?
Okay, Dan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, all the team is on a group test at the moment.
Ah, okay.
That's good. You can show whatever setup stuff you like. By the way, it's not really an important setup. I don't plan to be running this car anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm
So,
going to take your advice. I'm definitely going to be getting out of this Porsche as soon as I can. As one of the LMP3s almost comes into us.
There's a car approaching.
Coming out of the pit lane there.
Blue flag. Be careful, mate. Your front brakes are cold.
Sorry, mate. Almost got taken out by an LMP3 in the pits.
Car left. Clear
Good,
on the
no
left.
Dmitry Bushka. Keep an eye on him during the race. He might be a bit of an aggressive overtaker.
So, are you trying the negative toe on both ends of the car?
Yeah, I put the negative toe on the front. And I've gone a little bit up on the rear anti-roll bar just to try those.
Up on the rear roll bar? That's going to make it a little bit unstable, surely.
Oop. Yeah, on the setup notes it said to take the ARB to 3. It was previously detached. So I'm just trying it one step at a time, see how that feels.
Sector 3 is clear.
Yep.
Just feel a little bit more unstable so far, but not too bad.
Yeah, I'd be worried about one. What seems to be quite interesting is that he wants to run a fair bit of negative toe on the rear.
Yeah.
Which is odd, but I guess that's a Porsche thing. So what he's running is negative 2.9 on the front and 2 on the rear.
Ah.
Negative 2 on the rear.
That's quite extreme, actually.
Yeah.
With 8 minutes left in the practice session, I don't think it's really something I should be playing around too much. Might be a little bit of a risk.
It's only really if you've got enough time to do enough laps to test it to your satisfaction.
Yeah. I think I might stick with it for now. I mean, obviously, massive props to Nick for going through the setup and giving it some work. But I just think in this instance, there's not really enough time to fully evaluate it, you know? I don't want to go into the race with unknowns, if that's all right.
Yeah.
P2. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Looks like P3's gone off. Sector 2 is clear.
A bit too much curb on the inside there.
Alright, Dan, there's a faster car approaching.
Got Vaz coming up behind us in the LMP3. Hopefully he doesn't disrupt our lap too much. Although, to be honest, we're half a second down already.
Green flag, Sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a psychological thing. I mean, I've got a little bit more fuel in than normal. But, yeah, the car feels, I don't know, doesn't quite feel the same as before.
Yeah, I'd say you probably don't have enough time, so I would revert to the quali setup that you felt good with.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it spins off, you'll have a few goes at it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit unstable.
Yeah.
The one that you were using.
Is the quali session private, by the way, or is it going to be other people on track at the same time, do you know?
I have no idea, actually. In the VEC, it's been private recently.
Sector 2 is
Maybe it wasn't at Le
off the
Mans,
pace.
actually.
Left side.
I'm
Left
sure
side's clear.
Thomas knows or Marius knows.
We need some SRC veterans in the chat, guys.
It's probably worth listening to Thomas about various setup things, because he's in what is probably the strongest team in rFactor 2 at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The Dennis Lind team.
Oh, wow.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. I think P4's binned it. Green flag Sector 1, P3. That lap time was 2:01.00.
Alright, now we got the LMP3 out of the way. Let's try a fast lap.
Okay, Dan, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Only 5 minutes left in the practice session now, so yeah, starting to feel a bit nervous.
Sector 1 is 0.46.
It's getting real now. How's your nerves before a big event, Ed? How do you normally feel going into like a big event? Like, do you get nervous? Do you have any advice, any tips to deal with it?
Well, I usually opt to not start a race because I get too nervous.
So you always go in like second stint or something, yeah?
Yeah, something like that. Just my throttle foot shakes too much, so it genuinely affects how I drive.
I would imagine so.
Left side, clear left.
But you'll be fine. You're up with the fastest guys.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Thanks for the advice as well, Marius. Whoa! Round goes the rear.
Yellow flag, watch out. Green flag Sector 3.
Thanks, Lena. Drink a glass of wine. I mean, I know I'm in Australia, but a glass of wine at 4:30 in the morning. Come on.
Box in, a 5, 4, 3,
I had
2,
a
1.
double
Box
of
now.
Amaretto before my final stint at the VEC Le Mans race, and I think I drove my best double stint ever.
I remember commentating on that, Ed. That was a hell of a stint, that, mate.
Were you there for the last one?
The VC24s. Yeah. I wasn't I wasn't commentating. I was watching. I was lurking in the background. Josh and Neil were commentating, I believe.
Yeah, I was a bit tipsy.
I would never guess, mate. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'd go to tried and tested.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
I've gone back to the default, not the default, but my default quali setup. We got 2 minutes left in the session. It's going to be touch and go. Whether I can make it out for another lap, actually. Well, whether I'll cross the line at least before the practice session ends, but
All clear, push
good to
now.
get a feel for it.
That's 2 minutes left.
Thomas.
We need to get some heat into these brakes.
But yeah, if you are still watching the stream, thank you very much for watching, for tuning in and for the support so far.
Clear.
Well,
Welcome to the Sim Racing Club Academy Season 34. I'm Carlos Santos and I'll be the race director today. This is the first whisper test. Please rev up your engines. If you're sitting on the pits, rev up your engines. Make sure you can hear my voice over the engine revving. Make sure you can hear me loud and clear in order to hear me during the race. This is the first whisper test. Make sure you can hear.
Yellow flag sector 3.
In less than a minute, we'll be advised.
so that is the sound of race director Carlos. I can confirm we can hear him over the sound of the engine, which is good. And hopefully we don't have to hear his voice too often, because if we do, that means we'll have a penalty. And we don't want to be getting any penalties today.
That's the end of the session, P3.
There we go. So let's have a quick look. See if I can still get my standings up on the screen. That is how we finished the session.
Extra whisper test, Henry. Extra whisper test. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you, Carlos. All good, Carlos. Whew. We are now in the qualifying session. Wow, it's real. Alrighty. It's getting a bit warm here. That is very true, Ed. My allegiance is very much to Zansho, as the team who brought me.
Whisper test, whisper test. Final whisper test, Alexander.
Singularity, the center of a black hole. No matter how fast you go, you can't escape. Not even the speed of light can save you.
It's clear. Okay, Dan, we've got 30 minutes to settle that.
Fastest
We need to
GT
get some heat
driver
into these
ever
brakes.
seen.
Take it easy,
I'd
you've
say.
got cold tyres.
Pretty confidently. So he's probably going to give you good tips if he gives you any.
I'm in the presence of royalty today. And I've just realised I've left my camera on the standings page. Thank you very much, Marius. Let's cruise it down the straight. There we go. Apologies for that, guys. Good spot, mate.
On your left.
So it is a
Left.
private practice. So
Yeah.
I'd be wary about starting a lap too close behind another Porsche, because the pace is going to be so varied.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I don't think you'll gain too much from a slipstream versus what you could lose.
Yeah, I can see we got some LMP3s on the track behind us as well. But they're about 12 seconds, so we should be safe. If I can just keep a gap to this guy ahead of us. And maybe not slow up too much so we don't get caught by the LMP3s at the end of our lap. Got enough fuel for 2 laps. I think 2.5 seconds should cover it. Got 10 seconds to the LMP3 behind. Gonna take it nice and easy through the final few corners just to be safe. And yeah, here we go guys, official qualifying for the SRC.
Good luck.
Thanks Ed. Thanks everybody. Here we go.
Yellow flag sector 2.
Way too much push on the car there.
Sector 2 is clear.
Can definitely get more time on the first sector.
Yellow flag sector 1.
This is our first attempt at a qualifying lap here in the SRC. 10 minutes in the session to go. We should get a few more attempts in. So much more time to be gained.
That's 10 minutes left.
This is a horrible lap so far.
58.74. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Hopefully this LMP3 can get us on the straight with no issues.
Car on your left. He's still there. Left side's clear.
Compromised our entry.
There's a faster class car approaching.
That's a horrible lap.
You've just done a 2:00.6 seconds. P5. Sector 3 is
That's fine,
0.7 off the pace.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Whew.
On your left. Clear left.
Close call with the LMP3 there.
Left side's clear. Car on your left side. Clear on the left.
It's a little bit too close for comfort there. Hell of a traffic
Yeah,
jam
that
going
was
into
silly of him.
turn 2 there. Let's give it another go. We've got 8 minutes left in the session. See, we've got a gap. Let's wait for a nice little gap on the circuit tracker. Got a few LMP3s.
So you know the... Actually, forget it, don't worry.
Oh no, it's alright. It's alright.
What I was going
Leader
to
has just done
suggest
158.56.
turning in a bit earlier to a corner, but
Disengage
it might not be a good idea to change
Watch your
your
mirrors. Blue flag.
flow at the moment.
Which corner was that, sorry?
It's the corner, it's like the slowest
Car on
corner,
your left,
first gear
clear
in
left.
the first sector. I think you're going out a bit too wide and turning it a bit too late for that.
Turn 3, you mean?
Incident in
Coming onto
sector
the
one,
Wellington
sector
straight,
one is
yeah?
Yellow. Green flag sector 2.
It's the one before the kink before the Wellington straight.
Oh, yep.
The really slow one.
Yeah, it's a tricky one to get right, because you feel like you should be turning in earlier. Every time I do, I'm just all over the inside curb. Yeah.
Once you've got the car pointing in the right direction, then point and squirt.
Yeah. That's what it's all about in this Porsche. Okay. What's the circuit tracker looking like? We got a bit of a gap behind us?
Let me have a look. Just focus on getting your tyres up gently.
Yeah.
flag sector 1.
Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching the stream. We've got 6 minutes left in the qualifying here at the SRC. First lap was a little bit traffic affected. I know I've got probably another couple of seconds in the car if we get the perfect lap.
Which car number are you again?
26. Car number 26.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Okay, Dan, there's a faster class car approaching. We think that's Baz and Sanchez have spun off.
Here we go.
P6.
No traffic, no traffic. Much better.
No threat from behind.
Excellent. Thanks for the eyes on track, Ed.
Focus.
There's a guy on your left. Clear left.
Thank you very much, Arturo, for getting out of the way there in Luffield.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Most of our time is lost in the final sector. Three tenths up at the moment. We lost a lot of time in the final sector.
Sector 2's a second off the pace.
Ah, no! Big wiggle on the rear. Didn't lose too much time compared to the fastest though. We're still faster, but I know I can do even better. One more lap, one more lap.
That's your fastest lap today. Sector 1 is 0.16 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.41 off the pace. That last lap was at 1:59.92. Green flag, Sector 2.
Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys. Putting maximum concentration into this.
The guy in front has just done a 1:59.49.
Will do, Marius. Hey Turco, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here with us.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
No cut track, we're fine.
The car behind's a faster class. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. Good lap, that's your best in the session. You're 2 tenths off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.7.
Haven't got enough time to come back to the pits.
Sector 3 is 0.36 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 1:59.66.
Clear right.
Uh-oh.
You'll delete this lap. You cut the track. The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix that. Okay, Dan, fire her back up. Get
Got a
back
bit
into the
nervous,
fray.
trying to get out of the way of the LMP3 car there. But yeah, we've only got 1 minute 29 left in the session. So, we don't have time to get back out on track and do another lap. That's it. That's our best time. We're currently P5 in the session. Let's tank the car before I forget. Let's have a look at the standings. There we are. 159.6. Oh, a couple of tenths and we would have been in second position. Oh no, that's 58.4. Never mind. Another couple of tenths, we could have been in third. It's very close. It's very close. Didn't quite get the pace together, but we're ahead of...
That's a decent position.
Yeah, we're ahead of 3/4 of the field at least. That's a good way to start. It's a good way to start. So we've got Daniel Christo ahead of us, and Istvan Antal behind us. Ben Dutton, Henry Sinnick, Jamie Tatuhe, I think he's the leader of the GT3s, currently on a 58.3. Wow. It's a hell of a lap. That's almost as fast as the LMP3s. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, Leonard. I will remember this for next week when I'm driving the LMP3s. Obviously this is my first ever official
That's the end of the session.
qualifying session. So it's all a learning experience. It's my debut race.
You loaded the race setup?
Oh, good point, Ed. B. And let's tank it. Hey, Daniele Christie, welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching. And thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you so much, everybody. It's awesome to have your support and so many people here for what is essentially my first proper live stream. I've done a few sessions, a few tests so far. But this is my first event, so yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. Thank you for the well wishes. I hope to do you proud. If you are enjoying the stream so far, then don't forget to leave me a like, share your thoughts in chat. I'll do my best to try and read everything, but not get distracted. And also, if you feel that way inclined, don't forget to leave me a subscribe, because I'll be coming back at Interlagos next week to do the LMP3 race, where I can be the annoying person to all the GT3 cars. Okay, final systems check. Chat works, overlay works, TeamSpeak works, OBS is broadcasting, stream is on, headset is working, microphone is working. How is the audio and the stream quality so far, guys? Any issues? Good connection? Thanks, Dan.
Just a heads up,
Yeah.
the guy in second in your class is also streaming.
Okay.
That might be quite fun.
Hello again. This is the final briefing before the race. Some quick notes and some advice for today's race. The race, as you know, is 90 minutes long. A few advice. On the formation lap, make sure you don't accidentally gain a position on anyone. Sometimes people get ahead of the car beside them. Make sure you keep your position for the entire formation lap. Respect the pit entry and pit exit lines. Do not cross the white lines. On the code 80s, make sure you slow down soon enough. Don't wait for the the final moment. Don't push your luck. Make sure you are at 80 kilometers per hour at the end of the countdown. I will call code 80 in 10 seconds, no overtaking, and then I'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code 80 enforced. When I start the sentence, code 80 enforced, you must be at 80 or less. Do not push it, guys. Do not blow your license for a tenth or a second. Play it safe. Other than that, be fair to the other cars. Have fair play and have fun. Have a nice race. You may now go on track. Track is open. track is open.
That is the wise voice of Carlos Santos, the race steward, a race director, with the ground rules on track. So we've got 4 minutes left in the warm-up session. 4 minutes left in the warm-up session. Okay, I'm getting nervous now. I think we'll wait for the track to clear a little bit before we head out.
I'll try to get as much track time as you can, just to get used to the balance again.
Okay.
Did he say it was your race starts on the start line, or did he say he was going to call a green flag?
If anyone have any question, you may use the shed now during the warm-up.
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
This is
Yellow
your
flag.
last
Your weight's about you, mate. Take it easy. You've got cold
Ask
tyres.
something.
Your brakes are cold. Take it easy.
During the race, please, no shed at all.
Sector 1 is clear.
Yes, 90 minutes, 1 hour and a half long. Your green flag is when you cross the checkered line painted on the road. When your car crosses that line, you may release the pit limiter and is race on for you.
That's easy. You just have to look at where your lap time starts counting.
Sounds good. Sounds
Which
good.
should be anyway. Or you know when I don't know if there's something on
takes
the
its
overlay
clear.
that shows where it starts counting up a new lap.
Yep. So as soon as we cross the start-finish line, pit limiter released, and away we go. Woo! I think I may be suffering from some of that accelerator foot problem you were describing earlier, Ed.
Honestly, you'll be fine. In the first 5 minutes, you'll see
Just 2
there will
minutes
be
left.
some
2 minutes to
fantastic
go.
that will probably be behind you because someone will like wrecked about 10 cars.
Yes,
Yellow
you
flag,
can,
keep your
you
weight
can
about you,
stay in
mate.
the pits during the warm-up.
Green flag, sector 1.
And it may be Schadenfreude, but it'll make you feel better. Just see if you can stick with the guys ahead of you. If you can't, it's not a worry.
Okay.
It's really just about you, this race. You're racing against yourself more than anyone else. Just keep it on the Blackstone.
Will do, mate. And as much as everybody in the channel is probably hoping for an exciting race, that's probably the last thing we want. Nice and steady, nice and eventful. Not eventful, should I say?
Well, ease into pushing the car. Just ease into it. If you feel confident after the first couple of laps or something like that, then yeah.
Start to push. No silly mistakes, just nice and consistent. I just want to take the opportunity to obviously say a massive thank you, Ed.
Sorry, I won't mess with my TeamSpeak right now. It's your responsibility to have your TeamSpeak properly set. I'll try to speak a bit louder. I can for you.
Yeah, I just want to say massive thanks, Ed. You've been a massive help so far in the lead up to this event. With help with the setup,
P5.
just moral support, really. Just telling me to push harder.
I've done very little. I think you made the biggest gains all by yourself, coming from the high 59s to the 58s. And getting the
That's the end of
race
the
pace
session.
lap times down as well to the tier 1s.
Yeah,
That's really good.
thanks, mate. A lot of work on the setup, which is good. Whew. It's weird how you can feel butterflies for a pretend race in a pretend car on a pretend circuit. It's weird. It's a weird sensation. But the time is approaching 5 AM in Brisbane. And that is the end of the warm-up. Oh, wow.
P5.
Here we go.
60 minutes. All right, Dan. Here we go.
Okay, let's put the wing back up to 7 because that's what we want. 30 laps of fuel, soft tyres.
Stay on the limiter when you pull off for the formation lap.
Will do. Alright guys, here we go. Race start. I'm probably going to be quiet for the first few laps, just want to get my head down and concentrate. Here we go. Wish me luck. Thank you so much for watching.
Go, go, go.
6th gear if you want to save a bit of fuel, but it might just make sure you don't lose any space to the car ahead because you won't get it back.
Yep.
Take the shortest route around the track, not the fastest line, the shortest route.
Okay.
You will possibly gain a little bit on the cars ahead.
Are we going to be going single file, do you think, or is it staggered?
Should be single file,
Should
yeah.
be single file. Okay. Use this opportunity to drag the brakes a little bit. Get some heat into the brakes.
Okay, let's find a good rhythm. Make some places.
Yeah, you can do that in the 3rd sector. Well, they'll cool back down if you do it now.
Yeah. No point wasting the fuel.
You're going to burn. Yeah, you're going to burn through the fuel a bit faster if you stay in 1st. So yeah, just up to you. Just try to minimise that gap in the formation lap, just through shortest route.
Pop it into 6th and save the fuel.
Yep. Just watch out for 6th bogging you down out of slow corners on the formation lap.
Yeah, don't want to lose any time whatsoever. Whoa. See, this is the moment I need that fitness watch you're on about, so you guys could see my heart screen on the right, on the screen. Definitely feeling it.
Yeah, just be careful into turn 1.
Yep.
If you're right up behind him, you won't be able to see it very well. So, caution is probably the name of the game for turn 1, and then you can settle into it.
All about being safe. I'm not sure if there's an official broadcast of this race, Jimmy. Unfortunately, this is only the SRC Academy, not the VEC. I'm not sure if there is a broadcast, but if anyone does have a link, feel free to share it in the chat. Also, if you want to see live timing, probably the next best thing, I've put a link to that in the video description. Thank you to all the new viewers who are turning up at 5 AM local time here in Brisbane for the start of the race. Great to have your support. I'm going to try and do you proud. Is it Daniel Christo who's streaming the race ahead of me as well? Or is it Henry?
Henry.
Henry's streaming. Okay, cool.
I think his surname is Simic or something.
Thanks for the tip, Thomas. Gear down. Whew. Here we go. On the formation lap. Ready to go for 90 minutes of racing here at Silverstone. First of 2 races in Season 4 of the Sim Racing Club Academy. All I need is a clean race, no incidents, and I stand a chance at getting my license to go racing even more. It's not about the position. Starting in 5th out of 20 cars certainly does help, as hopefully most of the accidents will be behind me.
I was going to say, keep a 5th of an eye on your mirrors, just for dive bombs in the first 4 corners or something.
Yeah. My name is Daniel D. Finney. Jimmy? Driving car number 26. Alright, here we go, heading through the final corners.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to be quiet.
Get in the right gear. Watch the line off the limiter. Careful through turn 1.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go.
Car number 2, please release your pit limiter.
The gap in front is now 0.29. The gap behind is now 0.8. Yellow flag, sector 1.
Make it through the first few corners.
Good stuff, that's the hardest part.
Oh. All I want is a clear space on track. If I can make some overtakes, that would be sweet. It's a long race.
Get your tyres up to temperature.
Bit wide. Gonna have to go defensive into Maggots and Beckett's.
Sorry if I distracted you.
Oh no, that's okay. How's that, Marius?
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Got P4 ahead of us.
Sector 3 is clear.
And that's the first lap at Silverstone.
The gap in front is now 0.38. That lap time was 2:06.40. The gap behind is now 0.5.
I think we got the pace to get this guy. But I'm not going to take any serious risks. Not worth it. Also keeping an eye on the mirror behind us.
Looking really good.
Thanks, Ed. Just being cautious of running wide through Cop's Corner. Don't want to get a cut track. So it's definitely our weakest corner on the circuit so far compared to the other cars. We lost a bit of time there on the first lap and on the second lap too. Got about half a second to the car behind. There's 2 laps.
Okay, Dan, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. The gap ahead is now 0.8. That was 2:02.12. Good lap. That's your quickest today. The gap behind is now 0.20.
Going defensive. Definitely feeling the pressure from the car behind. 2:02 is not a good lap. Need to get into 2:01s. Get my head down. Eyes forward. break a gap to the car behind. Get rid of some of that pressure. Much better through cops that time. The leader, Jamie, or Henry. There's a battle for the lead down the track, but they're about 7 seconds ahead of us. P3 is the best we can do. Just being a little bit cautious, don't want to put too much heat in the tyres. We've definitely got the pace on these guys if I can just string a few good laps together.
The gap in front is now 0.50. You've just done a 201.68. That's your quickest lap. The gap behind is now 0.8.
So P3 went a bit wide ahead of us there.
It's a great lap.
Thanks, Ed.
Nice forward.
Whew. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching as well. Great to have you here.
Got 24 people watching.
Incredible. Thanks for the support, guys. If you're enjoying the race so far, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to leave me a like. I'll be doing my best to read chat throughout the race, but obviously not getting distracted. Pulling a nice little gap to the cars behind now as they start to battle. We're all over its gearbox.
P5.
Try and get some slipstream. So we can apply a little bit of pressure. No point going for a dive bomb. Battle of the two Daniels. Daniel Christo ahead of us.
The gap ahead is now 0.28. You've just done a 201.82. The gap behind is now 1.2. Dan, track limits.
Oh, a bit too much on the entry there. Oh, he's gone wide. Try and maximise our speed coming onto the straight. So we are running a lot of wing on this car, probably compared to the competitors around us, so our top speed may be down a little bit. Looks like P3 is a bit laggy ahead of us. Good spot, Thomas. That'll be Ben Dutton. Very close to getting another cut track there. Are staying with the cars ahead of us rather nicely though.
Try having a look around him, fake a couple of dive bombs, see how he reacts.
Looks like there's been a change of position behind us as well. Laszlo.
front is now 0.45. The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds.
I think this Laszlo guy behind us has got quite a lot of pace. He was about 1.5 seconds behind. And now he's within a second. So I'm going to be wary of him in the mirrors.
These guys are holding you up as well.
Looks like Ben in the yellow car is struggling with a bit of understeer, which is holding up Daniel ahead of us. Ah! Way too wide. Missed the turning completely there. Although this gives us a bit of free space. Right back on his tail again. What's the weather report looking like, Ed? Any chance of a storm still?
Let me get back to you.
Thanks, mate.
Sector 3 is yellow. The gap ahead is now 0.30. Green flag sector 3. The gap behind is now 0.8. That lap was at 2:02.00. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.46 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
Right on his tail now. Trying the cross. I just got a little bit of push. Couldn't make it work. Tried to get the cut back on him, which has cost us a little bit of time, and now Laszlo is right behind us. Very good defensive driving from Christo ahead of us. Props to you, mate. Must be something to do with the name.
It looks kind of like 50-50 that it'll rain.
Okay. Can't see any clouds in the sky at the moment.
Green flag sector 1.
Tense little battle with the cars ahead now. I think me and other Daniel fighting has taken the pressure off Ben a bit, and now he's cleared to run away.
The gap in front is now 0.45. The lap time was at 2:02.61. The gap behind is now 0.5.
Definitely got so much more speed through turn 1. Very good point, Leonard. It's called a sun shower. Ah, Ben's gone wide. Had to ease out of it a bit then.
Yellow flag.
Didn't want to... Oh, so close to running into the back of Dan ahead of us. Do not want any incidents.
Sector 2 is clear.
The SRC, it's all about clean racing, all about keeping that license. But I feel like we can get past these guys. Ah, not like that I won't. That's killed our exit speed. Might have to start getting a bit defensive to Laszlo behind us now. Oh.
There's a car right. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear right.
Managed to hold him off for now. But as much as I think we can get past the guys ahead, I think he's got the pace behind me.
In front is now 0.37. That lap was at 2:02.67. The gap behind is now 0.20. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
He's on your left. He's still there, left side. You're clear on the left.
Woo!
Drive your line and braking points.
Will do. Sorry about the lack of commentary, guys, as I'm sure you can appreciate this is a little bit intense. He goes wide through cups. Can't capitalise on him though. He's getting ragged. Not a great exit.
Keep the pressure on.
Will do.
Just separate them.
Right, that was 1.5 seconds off. Losing so much speed.
The gap in front is now 0.43. Your lap time was 2:03.27. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.25 off the pace. The gap behind is now 0.41.
Had to back out of it so much then. Lost so much time on the apex. I'm definitely being held up now. Whew. Lap 11.
Try faking some dive bombs.
Ah!
Watch those track limits.
Put him offline a little bit there. Clonked the curb though. Kills our run.
The gap ahead is now 0.36. The gap behind is now 0.41.
Too late.
Car on your right side.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Right side's clear.
Too late.
Sector 2 is clear.
Feeling the pressure from behind now. Although now we can run a clean lap, hopefully. He goes wide through cups. We're right back on his tail again. I need to get past this guy. Oh, so much push. Just can't get a run onto the hangar straight. Car just wants to steer straight into the scenery.
Aim for a later apex though.
Is now 0.5. That lap time was 2:02.75. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. The gap behind is now 0.41.
Left side there's a car. Keep your line.
Damn.
Left side's clear.
Fox sake, Dan. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
Left side there's a car. You are clear on the left.
Here come the LMP3 cars.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully, Laszlo can carve a path for us ahead.
Blue flag.
Down to P6 now. We have dropped a position in this race. Let's get back on it.
Blue flag.
Back in 2 ticks.
No worries, Ed.
Right. Still there. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right.
Lost even more time then.
The gap ahead is now 0.6. That lap was a 2:04.78. Maximise every lap. Let's salvage what we can. 6th place. The gap behind is now 0.7.
I'm not used to going backwards. This isn't good enough.
There's a guy on your right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Good stuff. Keep it coming. Car behind's a faster class.
Not in P6 for long. Back up to P5, first overtake of the race. Whoa! We are half an hour down now. Too wide. That felt good getting that overtake. It looks like Ben was definitely the slower car out of that group. He was definitely holding everyone up ahead of us. Laszlo got past us, and Daniel Christo as well. He's going into the distance now.
Blue flag.
Car on your left side. Car left. Left side's clear.
Okay, Dan, you had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
On your left. Still there. He's still there. Still there. He's still with you. He's still there. Keep this line. Be on the left.
P5, the gap behind is now 0.6.
On your left. Still there.
I'm not quite sure what happened then. Looked like there was a code 80.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
He's still there.
And I don't know about you, but I could not hear the race director.
Green flag sector
That whisper test before the start of the race was pretty useless. Because if he's going to speak quietly like that, I can't hear him.
2. Yellow flag sector 2.
Can someone tell Carlos we can't hear him?
Green flag sector 2. Looks like the leader's gone off.
Can someone message Carlos and tell him that we can't hear him? Oh, I got some damage on the front of the car, I think. If you can watch this after the race, Daniel Christo,
Sector 2 is
I'm
yellow.
really sorry, mate. I didn't mean to go into the back of you there. I didn't know you were slowing
Sector
down.
2
I
is clear.
didn't know there was a code 80 going on, unfortunately. I do have to take responsibility of that.
Incident in sector 2.
As the
Sector
car
2 is
following,
yellow.
it's my responsibility not to rear end you. But if you're going to slam on the brakes when I'm expecting you to accelerate, I don't know. Hopefully that's not damaged us too much. And it looks like Laszlo has got 6 seconds ahead of us.
Green flag sector 2.
Can we make it to the end if we pit now?
Blue flag.
What's going on? Why's the LMP3 going around full speed?
Okay, guys, apparently my microphone was not okay. We'll resume the race, and this code 80 will not take
Yellow flag.
effect.
Watch out.
So, 10 seconds.
Sector
until
2 is
the
clear.
Green flag. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag. Green flag.
Car left. Left side's clear.
Car feels alright. Car doesn't feel too damaged. Very nice of Carlos to admit that his microphone wasn't working there. Wonder how many of the drivers got caught out. I have to make sure that repair damage is switched off in the pit stop. Ah, so frustrating. But that is a podium position ahead of us.
In front is now 0.0. 0.34 P4. The gap behind is now 0.41. Okay, Dan, there's a faster class car approaching.
Back? Everything right?
Ah, code 80, mate, code 80. But I didn't hear it on the radio.
Oh no.
Went into the back of Daniel ahead of us because he slammed on the brakes coming out of Club Corner. And I didn't. Carlos admitted that he had a problem with his microphone, but nobody heard him call the code 80. So I got a little bit of damage on the front of the car, unfortunately. But we are up to P4.
Say what it was.
Sorry?
Did the spotter say what it was?
Minor aero damage, so I should be fine.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a bit of a vibration in the steering wheel now, but it's not major. I just feel sorry for Daniel ahead of us. Hopefully I didn't give him some damage on the rear end.
He's still ahead, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's very slow. It's very slow.
Well, this stuff happens.
Car on your right side, clear right.
And it wasn't your fault. So, don't worry about it.
Guy on your left. He's still with you. Keep your line. Left side's clear.
Not my greatest moment though, letting the LMP3 past.
Car approaching. That was a 204.47. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.9.
Yeah, Daniel's so slow ahead of us.
0.41.
Need to get past him like now. Thanks, Thomas. Pit window is open.
Blue flag.
I'll give him that he's a very good defensive driver. I'll give him that.
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
Come on. This guy's really getting on my nerves now.
You've used half your fuel.
LMP3 up the insides.
Focus on exits.
Left side. He's still there. Still there. Keep your line. Clear left.
The gap in front is now 2.5 seconds. The gap behind is now 0.10.
I'll catch up back to Dan in no time.
Got it in 10 seconds. No overtaking. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Car on your right side's
1.
clear.
Got it in first.
Whew. I don't think anyone pitted under the code 80.
I can check.
If the code 80 stays on for a while, I think now would be
Yeah.
a very good, very good time to come into the pits.
No one pitted
Okay.
yet.
if the code 80 is present until the end of the lap, how much fuel do we need to make it to the end, do you think?
I haven't been doing fuel calculations.
That's alright.
It looks like Thomas has, to be honest.
Come on, Thomas, now's your moment to shine, mate.
Can you ask your sir?
How's my fuel?
We think about 34 minutes of fuel remaining. 3.4 litres per lap. We think we'll need to add 29 litres to get to the end of the race.
29 litres. There we go. That can't be right. That sounds like a very minimal amount.
So Thomas is suggesting add 55.
10 seconds until green flag. Get ready.
Is it worth coming in the pits, you think?
5,
No.
4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag. Green flag.
Alright, here we go. And the racing is resumed. I need to get past Daniel Cristo. He's holding us up big time. 120 litres in the full tank. Yeah, the guy ahead of us is all over the place.
The gap in front is now 0.36. The gap behind is now 0.31.
Car on your left side. And still there. Clear left.
I can't seem to get the cut back, because as soon as I do, it leaves me open to an attack from Laszlo behind. He's a very good defensive driver, but he's holding me up so much.
Best thing you can do is to force an error out of him. Show your nose.
Trying second for some extra drive onto the straight there.
Alright, Dan, there's a faster car approaching.
Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys.
Ahead is now 0.9. That last lap was at 202.86. The gap behind is now 0.21. We're at the halfway point. We estimate 34 minutes of fuel left.
Currently 3/10 up on my fastest lap time. which is amazing considering the age of the tyres.
Sector 2 is yellow. We think that Vaz has crashed. Blue flag.
Car just doesn't want to turn in there. The front left is definitely feeling the temperature. Keep to the right for the LMP3.
Left side's clear.
Get some cheeky slipstream.
There's a faster car approaching.
Maybe we can use this traffic to our advantage.
Right side. There's a guy on your right. You're in the middle, 3 wide. To your left side.
Yellow flag, caution.
All clear.
Looks like P4's gone off.
You're on the left.
Green flag, sector 3.
He's on your left, 3 wide. Right side's clear. You're clear all round.
P5, the gap behind is now 0.10.
Don't think there's any commentary necessary for that.
Still there, you're clear on the left.
Oh, car's
You're right,
damaged.
you're right.
Car's damaged. Car's damaged.
Yeah, take your stop now.
Okay, pit stop requested.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Car on your left. You're clear on the left.
What's your speed? Okay,
Oh, the
next
LMP3
car
braked
is-
a lot earlier than I was expecting.
Pit crew is ready.
Daniel Cristo ahead of us. Wasn't given the space to the LMP3. LMP3 got on the brakes a lot earlier than I thought. I slammed on to avoid. Going into the back of him and going into club corner. Locked the rears. Round she went. Pretty much an exact copy of Verstappen versus Vettel. How much fuel? How much fuel do you reckon?
45, according to Thomas.
Cool.
You could round it up to 50 if you
When
like.
we exit the pits, we should be in P17, a few seconds behind P2. The leader is pitting now.
Keep damage. Damage repaired.
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty evil to drive at the moment, so
Just
I'd
want-
say you
yeah.
gotta repair it. Up to you.
Yeah, it just wants to snap on the rear.
340 meters.
So annoying.
Box in 5,
Yeah, these things
4,
happen.
3, 2.
Could have been a lot worse.
Box now.
Fuel 16, damage 54. Actually, this isn't too bad for a pit stop because it would have been 60 seconds with tyres. So we're actually getting the damage repaired for free.
Nice.
Hopefully getting the damage repaired. Oh, I'm so sorry guys to let you down like that. That was so annoying. Didn't want to get caught up in an instant. Hopefully that doesn't affect my license. I apologise very much to Daniel for going into the side of him. He's probably got damage too. I'm so sorry, mate. Anyway, if you're enjoying the race so far, don't forget to leave me a like, share your thoughts in the chat, and
Go, go, go.
make sure you subscribe if you want to see round 2, where I'll be driving the LMP3 cars. LMP3 cars. Alright, recovery drive.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line. Blue flag. Got cold brakes all round. The gap behind is now 14 seconds. Cold
How many
cars all
litres
round.
did you put in?
45.
Okay.
P14 is now on softs.
Oh, someone's off. LMP3's off.
Looks like P4's gone off. Sector 1 is clear.
So we got fresh soft tyres, enough fuel to last to the end of the race, and 40 minutes to go. We're currently in P16. Let's see if we can make up a few more positions. Ah, what a shame. It's definitely getting held up by Daniel Christo there. I have to go back and have a look at the replay after the race. But I do have to take full responsibility for that incident as the car behind. Car just looped round, locked up the brakes, went into the side of him. But I don't know why he was defending against an LMP3, that's what doesn't get me. I mean, he was defending very hard with me. His pace was pretty slow and he was offline. But when the LMP3 comes up behind you, you stay on the line until you can give him the spot. You don't kind of jink to the apex, slow down, and block everybody.
In the pits, heads up. The gap in front is now 2.4 seconds, P16.
Look at all the slow cars ahead of you.
See if we can smash our fast lap. It's all about qualifying stint now. Currently in position 15. Will do, Marius. Capital letters acknowledged.
You're about 34 seconds behind the guy who was in second. So I don't think you've lost too much compared to him.
It's not too bad. Thanks, Ed. I'm just concerned about my license, that's all.
Up, there's a car rejoining. The gap ahead is now 28 seconds. We're quickest right now. You've just done a 2:00.7 seconds. V13.
Well, that's a good lap.
Now 7.6 seconds.
Nice.
P11 is now on softs.
Cannot tell you how good it feels to have a clear track. Told you there was a lot more pace in the car.
Okay, Dan, it's a faster class car approaching. Car is pitting from position 10. I think he'll come out just in front.
Got an LMP3 coming up behind us.
flag. There's a car leading the pit lane. We're matching race pace. Your lap times are improving. This is good. Your lap time was 2:00.6, 10th position. P10 is now on softs.
You are clear on the left.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
So we're coming up to about 30 minutes left in this race. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're still sticking with me, I really appreciate your support.
Blue flag.
On your right. Clear on the right.
Blue flag.
Car on your left. Left side's clear.
Car stopped on the outside of Lovefield.
Thanks for the heads up, mate.
Front is now 0.8. Your lap time was a 2:02.82.
We're back in P9.
The lead car's pitting. Green flag, sector 2.
Yeah, we definitely got the pace. Catching up on
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Catching up on the guy ahead of us, Mr. Antal. Yeah, we're only humans, Marius. I'm just used to having the restart button in the offline mode. Normally you wouldn't see that. But in the SRC, there is nowhere to hide.
Okay, Dan, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. The gap in front is now 0.6. You've just done a 2:00.9 P8.
Is that Laszlo? That is. We're right back on the tail of Laszlo again. How's that happened?
Maybe he took this.
retired.
Cannot afford to get held up behind this car ahead of us now.
Sector 3 is clear. Looks like the leader's binned it.
Marius.
There's a faster class car behind.
Yeah, the problem with this mask, Marius, is everyone does know it's me. Because it's my face on the sticker.
There's a car leaving the pits. The gap in front is now 0.43. Your last lap time was at 2:01.60. Sectors 1 and 3 are a tenth off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
You are clear on the right.
We got old mate from the start of the race. Ben Dutton behind us for company now. Trying the super wide line out of Luffield. So we can get a run on the old pit straight heading towards Cops.
Laszlo is in 5th.
Right side. Right side's clear.
Oh damn, track limits, come on.
Thanks, Ed.
There's a faster class car approaching. The gap in front is now 0.7 P7. The gap behind is now 1.6 seconds.
I gotta be careful on the cut tracks. Back up into P7.
Approaching.
All right. Clear right.
Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position.
Right side. Right side's clear. Left side. Left side's clear.
Right, behave. Sorry, just the sight of a yellow LMP3 and a red Porsche going side by side through the club corner gave me a little bit of PTSD then.
The gap ahead is now 0.9. That lap was a 2:02.53. The gap behind is now 1.5.
Need to get past this guy. Because Ben's not far behind in the mirror. Thank you very much everybody for tuning in. Great to have you here on the stream. If you're enjoying the race so far, don't forget to leave me a like. If you want to see round 2, make sure you subscribe and press that bell notification so you get notified when I go live. Great to have your support here, guys, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Really appreciate you watching the race. Not the cleanest of races. Had a little incident earlier on under code 80 when I went into the back of a car ahead of me. But that was because the code 80 was quiet. Race director Carlos admitting that was a problem with his microphone. But then I cracked under pressure.
Alright Dan, there's a faster car approaching.
Cracked under pressure when one of the LMP3 cars was getting past the GT3 Porsche ahead of me, and I locked up the rears and slid over the chicane right into the back of him.
The gap in front is now 0.6. That was a 2:01.94. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. The gap behind is now 0.6.
We were running in position 4 at the time. We're now in position 7. With position 6 right ahead of us on the track. Hopefully I can get him before the end of the race. Have the LMP3 passed on the straight. Minimal time loss, great. Guy ahead of me goes wide though. Hopefully we can use this to our advantage. This is the closest I've been. Come on. Come on.
There's a car on your left. He's still with you. Clear on the left.
Slight bit of contact there.
Bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
I think I slid towards the apex a bit. Sorry, mate. We have got him though.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get back after Marcus.
2.8. That lap was
No problem with a bit of rubbing.
2:02.00. E6. The gap behind is now 0.6.
You could always give me a little bit more room. And I could always not go wide.
That's 20 minutes to go.
We are into the final 20 minutes of the race now, guys. And I believe that is P4 and P5 going side by side ahead of us.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 2 is clear.
Oh, mistake from the car behind. Istvan's lost it. And we got Ben for company. Got 2.5 seconds to P4. See if we can close this gap.
Laszlo's about to pass for P3.
I think P3 just came into the pits.
Yep, so you are 5th.
That lap time was 2:01.94 P5.
Very good defended from the guy ahead. Marcus, good on you, mate. Now to P5. Understeer. I need to try and get past Marcus as quickly as possible so Laszlo doesn't run away in the distance.
Turn up the aggression.
That's not a good idea.
Car left. Clear left.
Woo. Is Eka not pitted yet?
There's a guy on your left.
It's difficult to tell.
Still with you. Left side's clear.
Well done, Dan. Nice move, mate.
P4.
Well done. Good stuff.
I'm coming for you, Laszlo.
Clean move. Yeah, go after him. Paint a target on his back.
4.5 seconds for a podium, with 15 minutes to go in the race.
Is now 4.4. You've just done a 2:04.09 P4. The gap behind is now 0.5.
Got some clear track finally. What time, what kind of lap times has Laszlo been doing?
Give me a second. Let me know when I can
Code
speak.
8 in 10 seconds, no overking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code 8 enforced.
Okay, you lost a bunch of time on the last lap, but that was probably because of the pass and traffic and so on.
Yeah.
So his last lap was pretty much a 2:02.
Okay.
It was a
15 minutes
it was a
left. That's
2:01.
15 minutes. Stay on it.
93.
Keep digging.
Your last lap was a 2:04.1.
Yeah, I could probably get into the 2-minute
Yellow
flats.
flag. Watch out.
2 minute .4. 2-minute 0.5. I mean, my personal best is a 2-minute 0.6, but the fuel's coming down, the tyres feel alright.
Yeah, I think you can get back in the 201s.
Yeah.
Have faith in yourself. Yeah, I don't think it's over yet between you and Laszlo.
No, definitely not, mate. Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
listening.
thank you so much for spotting as well, Ed, by the way.
That's alright. Haven't really been able to do proper spotting
Oh, that's alright.
with the server.
Anyone who is
yeah.
new to the stream as well, watching, the voice you can hear
Until green flag, get ready.
is Ed Trevelyan Johnson. Helped me massively with the setup.
4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag, green flag.
And away we go.
Hunt him down.
Race is on. 13 minutes.
Faster car approaching. This guy's their class leader.
Got the LMP3 leader ahead behind.
The gap ahead is now 4.3. The gap behind is now 1.8 seconds. Blue flag.
Car right. You are clear on the right.
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
Minimal time loss. Letting the traffic past. We've got another group about a second behind. Don't want to hold them up and get in the fight.
Full predator mode.
You got it.
Blue flag.
Car on your right. Clear right. There's a car right. Clear on the right.
Well, that's one way to let the traffic past.
Faster car behind.
Although Laszlo ahead of us is going to have exactly the same problems.
Blue flag. The gap in front is now 4.5 seconds.
Right side's clear.
You've just done a 203.03. The gap behind is now 4.6.
Clunk. Gap to Laszlo is now down to 3 seconds.
It's good.
Got a penalty.
Blood in the water.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
No! Ah. That's a silly mistake.
That's right. These things happen. How much is it? Is it a drive-through or is it a stop and go?
Okay, pit stop requested.
Drive through.
Okay. You don't unrequest the pit stop.
Okay, Dan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, you don't want to confuse the game.
No. I couldn't remember the button binding for the pit menu.
Expect traffic on exit. We expect to exit the pits in position 30. Right behind 13th place.
You'll probably still be in the top 10.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Sector 2 is clear. The gap behind is now 5.3 seconds. We've got 2 laps left to come in and serve this penalty.
That was a silly cut track as well. Just ran the car too wide. There's absolutely no need for that. I never got that cut track in practice. Never had that cut track before. Didn't know it was there.
By my calculations, you should emerge in 7th.
Yeah, Thomas, consider me doing research on cut tracks for your benefit. Yeah, points don't matter. But I need to demonstrate I'm a clean racer to get my license. And by going into the side of another car, crashing into the back of someone under a code 80, and also getting a penalty for cut tracks, it's not a great start.
Well, the first one wasn't your fault. That was down to the race director and his microphone.
True.
The second one is difficult to call. I think you were committed to the corner and there were some things that might have changed in front of you. So I don't know if that's
Box
totally
in
your fault.
340
Yeah.
And the cut tracks, this stuff happens. I don't even know
Box in,
whether it
5,
will affect
4, 3,
how they
2, 1. Box now.
how they see you, like how they'll give you the license or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So not that bad if you think about it.
There's traffic approaching. Watch
Just
it.
feels bad, that's all.
It's completed. The gap to Ramos
Yeah,
behind is now
I understand
6.0 seconds. Your brake temperatures look good.
You're looking at a lot better than I generally do. I moan for a good 4 hours for the rest of the race in the VC.
You moan? That's not right.
I know, right?
Although we've now got 6 minutes left in the race. P7.
7th position.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mr.
good.
Spotter.
I was right. Yeah, you got a healthy gap behind.
See if we can chase down P5 again.
Yep, just 2 seconds ahead.
Thanks, Eagle Cut. Doesn't feel fantastic, that's for sure. Yeah, it was only a drive-through penalty. I think I got away with that quite lucky. But I'm now in the not so great position that if I do get another cut track, I probably will get a 10-second stop go. So I've got to be very careful with the track limits and not run wide again. Yet still try and set fastest laps to catch up with these guys ahead of us. Oh, that might be a little bit sooner than I expected. They go side by side.
Faster car approaching.
P5's on, guys. P5's back on again.
The exits. We can go faster here. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. The gap in front is now 1.2. The gap to Ramos behind is now 3.5.
Here we go. Yeah, Ecker's going to be on bad tyres. I've already passed him this race. And I've already passed
Blue flag.
Antal as well.
Dread to think what he's done to those tyres to make them so bad. You're still on your starting tyres, aren't
Clear
you?
right.
No, I took tyres at the stop
Ah, okay.
because we were going to come in for damage anyway. Whoa! Come on, mate. Moved across under braking into Maggott and Beckett. To slam on the brakes to avoid going into the back of him. That was a bit cheeky.
Yeah, it was a bit of a cowboy move.
I'm guessing he wants to hold on to that P6.
More reason not to let him have it now.
I have no intention of letting him keep that position.
Left side.
See ya!
Still there. Left side's clear.
Alright, Dan, there's a car exiting the pit, heads up. Sweet, that's right. The gap in front is now 1.8. The gap behind is now 0.10. That lap was at 203.89.
Finally see all the pent-up rage unleashed. Nice pass.
Thanks, Ed. It's going to be a last lap showdown for P5. Come on, guys, we can do this.
Car behind's a faster class.
Well, everyone's cheering you on in the chat.
Thanks for the support, guys. Awesome to have you here.
To go, 2 minutes.
Maybe a couple of laps at most.
Blue flag.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Minimal time loss to the LMP3 there, which is good.
Green flag, sector 2.
Got another LMP3 behind, but hopefully he can get past.
Car on your right side. He's still there. Clear right.
Minimal time loss again. And hopefully he goes and messes up the car ahead of us.
1 more lap to go. You've just done a 203.06.
Battle for P5. He's going to have to get out of the way now with the blue flags. He's been ahead of him for half a lap. Thanks, Michael. Here we go. Half a second in it. Ah! Captain Bottle strikes again. Just took too much speed. Got a bit wiggly on the apex. We might have one more lap. Nope.
6th place. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
There we go. Oh,
Well driven.
thanks, Ed.
I think you were pretty safely the biggest mover and shaker in that race.
Well, what I said before the stream, all I want is a nice, straightforward, simple race. Just something really uneventful.
Car left, be on the left.
Just a nice result. I mean, I got the nice result part. P6 isn't bad.
That's good.
Started P5, went down a position overall in the race. But considering we had to pit for damage and had a drive-through, it's not too bad.
I think you occupied all but 25% of the positions.
Car on your left. Directly on the left.
Yep. I might have a look at the results viewer after the race. There's a nice little plugin that I use. I'm not sure if anyone else has seen it or if you've seen it as well, Ed. I use it to share lap times and stints on Discord. Excuse me. It'd be very good to see the progress of the race. See how the lap times fared, how the tyre wear did.
That is all for today. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the end. I want to apologize for the first attempt on the Code 80. I had an issue with my microphone. That Code 80 won't count, won't be reviewed, so don't worry about that. Only the other two Code 80s will be reviewed. Remember that you may request incident reviews through the front page. You may submit incident requests to the stewards to have a look on a particular incident. You have 48 hours to do so. Other than that, thanks for taking part on this academy, and I'll see you next week for the second
Box
and
in
final round
340
in
meters.
Brazil. Thank you. See you there.
Wise words from Carlos, the race director.
Box in 5, 4.
I think he did a good job today.
2, 1.
Not his fault his microphone was playing up. We've all been there, we've all had technical difficulties. Wow. Let's bring it back to the bids. Look at the standings page. That's my first official race. Awesome. There we go, put the mic back in. That's my first official race. Oh, what an experience. Not exactly the cleanest of races. Obviously, we had a few issues, went into the back of that car in the Code 80 because the microphone wasn't working with the race director, but he said it was fine. That incident will not be reviewed. However, crashing into the side of, what was his name? Daniel, I can't remember his second name. That might be reviewed. Yeah, I'll have to look back on the replay on that one. Yeah, I'm doing a Carlos Thomas. Yeah, it's easy done. You move your microphone away and then you just put it back and then it's fine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see if it's safe to... There we go. The session has finished. I'm going to go and have a look at the results. I'm going to go and read the results for you. Christo, there we go, Daniel Christo. Yes, if you're watching this, Dan, if you somehow watch this back after the race, if Yeah, I just want to apologise for that incident, mate. I got caught off by the LMP3, who was braking. You were holding the inside line. Let's leave track. Yeah, you were holding the inside line, and I slammed on the brakes because I thought that I was going to go back into the LMP3, and yeah, blocked the rears. Car went round, went straight into the side here. So sorry about that. And obviously getting a drive-through penalty for the cut track as well wasn't great. But hey, started 5th, and like Ed said in the background, I think I finished, well, I think I was in every position during that race. It was forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. It was close to getting the podium. It was very close to getting the podium. Right, let's quit the server. Coffee stop.
That's the end of the session, P2.
I got a coffee here, Michael. It's a little bit cold now. I made this about 3 hours ago. It's Vietnamese coffee with a condensed milk, so it should be okay. Coffee pit stop. Anyway, let's quit back to the desktop. Looking forward to the next race now. Getting to drive the other car that was featured in that multi-class race, the LMP car. Have to do some practice. That will be Interlagos, so same again. Next week, race starts at 5 AM Brisbane time. Just bear with me 1 second while I bring up the results. Yeah, so next week, same again. Next week is the same again. LMP3's 5 o'clock race start. We do it the other way around. I'm going to be in the faster car. Can't wait for that one. And now that I've raced online against other people, got a little bit more experience going side to side, I think a better result is on the cards for that. Definitely a better result is on the cards for that. Now that I actually know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's refresh and have a look at some data. Let's get some stats, because I know you guys like stats on the race. Silverstone. Here we go. Okay. So we finished 19th position overall. Unfortunately, this doesn't take into account the different kind of car classes. So it just puts everybody together, the LMP3s and the GT3s. But you can see there, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position. Qualifying time of a 1:59.6, 41 laps, 3 laps down on the LMP3s in the end. Let's have a look at our sector times. Sorry, not our sector times, our race times. Race sectors and laps. Thank you so much for watching, Marius. Great to have you here throughout the race. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your stern words. Oh, it's tail happy. Well, the Porsche was quite tail happy, to be honest. When we first got in the car and dialed out the oversteer, that was good, so I'm looking forward to doing some more setup work on that. But yeah, now looking forward to the LMP3. I drove it on a race on this channel probably a few months ago at Road Atlanta, and it was great driving experience, but yeah, it's a bit more of a handful. No traction control, no ABS, so I'm going to have to be very careful with locking the tyres on that one. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at our times. How did we do? If you're enjoying the music, by the way, there is a link to the SoundCloud playlist in the video description. Here we go. Let's have a look. So you're going to have a look at our times. That is where we are. There's a few cut tracks there, so actually this will be good to see cut tracks, because I thought it was 3, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. 5 cut tracks, not 3. So I need to be careful on that on Interlagos, get used to where the off tracks are and then avoid them. But yeah, started 5th, ended 6th. Fastest lap was a 2-minute flat .634. Issues under the code 80, but that won't count because the code 80 was quiet. Couldn't hear Carlos's microphone. So everyone kind of slammed on and I went into the back of the car ahead of me. the back of the car ahead. Yeah, that makes sense. It just sounded like it didn't make sense. It's been a long morning. I've been up since 3 a.m. Well, 2:45 a.m. It's currently 6:40 a.m. Luckily, I have the day off work, so don't need to worry about that. I think I might go and get some breakfast and get back to bed. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you, Ed, if you're still there on TeamSpeak. If you're still in the background, thank you so much for your support throughout this race. And thank you so much for just helping with the setup as well. You're an absolute champion, mate. Absolute champion.
Hopefully we can go one better for the next race.
6 better would be nice, but let's not be optimistic here.
Well, I was thinking about the setup.
Yeah.
I think it should be a bit easier than normal.
Yeah.
The LMP3 normally is, because I think you'll have traction control in that car. So that should make it a lot easier.
I didn't think the LMP3 had traction control.
It shouldn't.
Oh.
But I think it does in this series.
Okay, so it'd be silly not to. But yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Ed for the support. Jimmy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Michael, thank you for watching. Thomas, Max, Marius, Leonard, my dad, of course. Let me just scroll up the chat as well. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Eagle Cart, thank you so much. Astounded Catfish, Adam Rainey. Thomas, I think I've already said your name. If not, again, Thomas, thank you so much. You guys are the best, honestly. Thank you for watching that race, for sticking through the 90 minutes. Hopefully I did you proud, and hopefully I'll do you proud in the next race as well. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, get notified, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'm not really good at wrapping things up, so I'm just going to say goodbye, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks, guys. See you around.
Yep, your race happened to end at the same time as the guys finished, so I'm just getting the fallout from that. The fallout from their practice session, yeah, seems to have gone pretty well. Cool. Yeah, it's baptism fire, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much you could have done. I don't think there's many people could have done better. I certainly couldn't have. I don't think if I entered the race and was confronted by the same issues, I would have had, you know, the minute split-second reaction times to avoid the second incident. But yeah, I don't know. Your pace was good. you were a bit nervous at some points, and I think that was reflected a little bit with just the occasional bit where you lost a couple of tenths or something like that. I would have said, like, I think that there were, I didn't want to press the point too much, but there were, like, coming out of Beckett's, I really wanted you to stay on the left a little bit longer so you could cut back in. So you could, because you were losing a few passing opportunities by just kind of the car pushing to stay on the track coming out of there. Otherwise, yeah, I guess the biggest criticism I could make is that you're too nice. I think you need to scare some people a bit more. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I saw too many places where you weren't going to have to drink some poison through doing that anyway. But I mean, you know, the best you can hope for is that you know, they pass you on the straight and then you follow them through when they push open a gap to the car you're chasing. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a good race, to be honest. And actually, like, probably for you it was even better because it was really entertaining for the stream. So yeah, well, in terms of like marketing, it's great. There was, like, you were able to commentate throughout the whole thing. There was action for, like, it was a 3.5 hour stream from where I rewinded. I looked back on the ticker. I'm afraid I wasn't there for all of it, but yeah. No, my pleasure. If you're having a good time and you know, the stream's doing well and you're, you know, joining the team and all that, that's I'm very happy to. And you've certainly helped me out in the past with various things. Still feel guilty about what they paid you for that bloody interview thing. Nice to see your dad in the comments as well, in chat. Yeah, and on average you had a solid 20 viewers through pretty much all of it, all 3 hours, 3.5. Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see your analytics after that stream. See how it's affected. I think, I mean, I was telling people to subscribe every now and then. I think you got between, like, maybe 4 and 8 new subscribers. Have I turned it off? I don't think I have. Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, and I can see Dan Kell and Max Eru. That's those are our guys. Max Eru is actually Bryce Lowe, who makes our liveries, and he has streamed in the past, although he pretty much completely dropped it over the last year or two. But I think he's going to take it back up. I'm actually thinking about putting him in your car in the VLMC if he doesn't do the VEC. And that could be like a streamer car. That might be quite fun. No. Yeah, you'll enjoy the LMP3. It takes a bit of getting used to. I don't think the aero really, it's a bit odd, put it that way. But then again, I guess the Porsche was on as well. I've just got I'm sure you and Nick will debrief each other, but I just got a brief report from him, and he said it was boring, but he had a crash at the end. Yeah, I think he's all a bit skeptical about it still, but yeah. Yeah, you're both in the same car, the same track, next track, so hopefully you guys can help each other out even more. Yeah. Anyway,